Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chella and this is Chella Reads a Bit. It is Tuesday, October 15th. It's still the Spookoplathon. It is week 3. I still need to edit week 1 and 2, but I am still doing the Spookoplathon, not doing too bad. But before we get into this vlog, if you enjoy my videos, please feel free to give a like and subscribe. I would love to have you here. It really makes my day and I love seeing you here. And let's get into the vlog. So like I said, it is the Spookoplathon and it is week 3. I'm not doing too bad. Surprising, I know. But if you would have seen the end of last week's vlog, you would have seen I did complete Belladonna. So if you've been following my Spookoplathon, you'll know that I'm trying to finish my magical readathon within the Spookoplathon because I failed completely last month. So I've been doing that. So I started out the Spookoplathon reading Sleeping Giants, and then last week I finished Belladonna. If you want to hear my thoughts on Belladonna, watch last week's vlog. But I do have 3 left, and that is Empty Smiles, which is a middle grade. It should be easy to get through. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is YA, and the rest of Priory I did get to page 302 during the magical readathon. Doesn't look like a lot, I know, but feels like, I mean, I technically finished a book within that. So but those I have left, so hopefully I can fit one of these books into a prompt, but we'll see. I did complete Belladonna, so I'm not doing too bad. I'm very happy with what I've gotten accomplished and everything. So I did work today. I did just get back not too long ago. I didn't take a book with me because I hadn't rolled, so I just was like so I didn't take anything to read, and then now I'm here and I'm wanting to get started on that. I have off tomorrow, so, and then I think I want to start editing week 1 after this, at least for a little bit, maybe not as long as usual, maybe just to get it started. But first we need to do the roll to figure out what I'm going to be reading this week. Okay, so last time we were at black, so let's oh no. Okay, so the chance card is pull a chance card from the top of the pack to read the book. So that's like the book. So I'm gonna have to do something. So let me figure out. So maybe I just put these 3, or should I put another book to add, make it a little spicy? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the Well of Ascension to the 3 books to make it spicy, because I mean I need to finish these 3, but I think adding one that's not technically part of what I've set out makes sense. And I need to get to the Well of Ascension so I can continue on in the Cosmere. I'm just nervous because I do want to get the new paperbacks of the other 2 in the first era of Mistborn. I do have the original paperbacks. That is an eventual thing, but I'm gonna add this. And I think it's also on my Adventures in Aldea thing, which I still have not been working on. Ugh. Maybe next time I could also pull it off of that. That would be a thing. But I'm gonna do it off of this, and I'm just gonna do a number generator. So let's mix these up a bit. Okay. This is gonna be the order. So first, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Let's do a wheel. Here we go. We're gonna do a wheel instead because the number generator was not. 4. Cool. So that took way longer than necessary, but like I showed you, this was the order. I did not change anything. And so 4th is Empty Smiles. But that is actually pretty nice because it's so short. I can easily get through it. Not gonna take me long. I literally probably could finish this within the next, like, if I edit for a bit and then just go straight into reading, I could probably finish it before tomorrow, which would be great. And it's spoopy. It's a spoopy middle grade. So I did read the other 3. This is the 4th and last one in the quartet, which is kind of sad. I did not enjoy, I think, the last one. I think I had issues with it, and part of it is on a boat, so also didn't like that. But I'm excited to see how it's gonna end. I know that I've heard people say that it's a pretty disappointing ending, but it's gonna be quick to get through, which is all that matters to me. But I'm going to get to editing a bit. This took way longer than necessary to get through. And I think, just to preemptively, like, in case I do not finish Priory, I'm going to consider it done if I just don't complete it by the end of the month. I'm going to consider that still done for the magical readathon, because technically I did complete a book. I've read over 300 pages. I do plan on going back to it before the month is over to read a bit more, but I just don't foresee me finishing the whole thing. And I think it's fair to me, you don't have to agree, but to me, that, like, I'm gonna consider that prompt finished, because, like, technically, if you go by, like, the number of pages in a lot of books, it's a book, it's a novel. That's a full novel that I've read. So I do want to get to it. If I don't complete it, then I'm not going to be too fussed, and I'm still going to consider that done for the magical readathon, just like with the City of Brass. So again, I'm going to try to fit it into a prompt, but if not, I'm still going to consider it completed for the magical readathon. I know I'm really grasping at straws, but I'm trying to make this fun for myself and not too stressed, because I got enough of that going on without this being it. And I don't want to, like, dislike Priory because I'm forcing myself to read it when I'm not in the mood or to complete something. So I'm gonna be kind to myself, but I'm gonna get to editing and then get to reading a bit and see where I get to. But I just wanted to get this roll done and everything before that. But I will pop in once I've, like, started reading, or if I've finished it, and give you my thoughts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just at work today. And yesterday, I have off tomorrow, Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. But I will update you when I get somewhere. Well, so it actually hasn't been that long since I've updated. I started this vlog yesterday. It is now Wednesday, my day off, and good news, I finished the book. I figured it wouldn't take me long. It's an easy, small, middle grade. It was literally only 205 pages, so not surprising, I finished it. So that is another book down for the Spookoplathon, and another book done for my magical readathon that I failed last month. But about Empty Smiles. So it is last in the Small Spaces quartet, which starts off with Ollie, whose mom's passed away a year before, and she finds this book and she goes on this field trip with her class, and things go awry. She makes friends along the way, and it's like, that's where it all starts. I know that doesn't give it much, but I feel like it's a middle grade, it's small, might as well just, like, that's like the bare bones to go into it. Just know the first one has to do with scarecrows, but there is, like, a big bad in it that they in a mystery that they're trying to solve, like what is going on and how do they save everyone. But in this one, it's a continuation from the other three, and especially the third one. I can't really go into it because it is the last in a series. My thoughts on this, and I will caveat it all with, I know I'm not the intended audience, I'm not the target age range for this book, so take my opinion with a very small grain of salt, because it doesn't really mean anything, because again, I'm not the intended audience. But I felt like this really read weird. Like, I think the writing, I don't remember the writing being like this in the other three books, but the writing really felt not, and there's no disrespect to the author, because I know that they've written other books and that people really love them, but in this, I just felt like it wasn't really well written. And even as a middle grader, a kid's book, it felt poorly written. And again, no shame, no shade, no disrespect to the author. It just did not work for me. I think it just was very oddly, like, the voice was really odd. It was very, like, repetitive. It was very, like, it was like, I can see why people were very disappointed with how this one went and how this one ended. It was very much wrapped up in a neat little bow. It didn't really feel like there was really any stakes. I didn't really believe for a second that, like, anything was really going to happen, and it really was a very quick resolution. It was very unsatisfactory, but again, I'm not the target audience. I'm not saying that if I was in that target audience, I wouldn't enjoy it. I just feel like me as an adult, which I understand is not who it's meant for, it didn't give what I thought it would give. It was not even that spooky. Again, I'm not really someone who's, like, afraid of clowns in general. It did not work for me, and again, it's not meant to, so that's fine. But I just think it was, like, poorly written. I think it was very rushed, very disappointing as a conclusion. But it is another one down, another one done, which means we can move on to another roll, which is great. I got the remaining magical readathon books, but that doesn't mean that I won't read a different book. I know I've already said what I'm reading, but left is the inheritance games and then the rest of priority, which I never thought we'd get to this point, but here we are. I can't believe it. I've read more this month than I did last month, which is, who would have thought? Who am I? Like, but let's see what the roll will be this time. So last time I was on chance, so let's roll 3. 1, 2, 3. Ghost Tour. Okay, so we got Ghost Tour. Let's see, I don't remember what that one was. Read a book with a historical element. Does not need to be historical fiction. It could be a book inspired by history, but not actually set in the past. Oh, I don't know if I can fit either of those in. I don't think this really has any, like, I don't even think Priory has any historical element to it. I don't think either of these fit. Oh no. Our first one, that it does not fit. But I know one that I might be able to get through quickly. It's just not mine, it's my sister's book. I think the third or fourth, which one am I on? Either the third or fourth Veronica Speedwell mystery series book I'll probably read then, because that one's a historical setting. It's in Victorian London, I'm pretty sure, and it is historical fiction, so either way, it fits the prompt. So I might have to read that instead. Dang, Spookopoly did me dirty this time. I was doing so good. But that means those are still on my magical readathon to finish, which might leave Priory only half finished, but it's still completed by the end of the month. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have it with me, but whatever the next one is, I'll pop up a picture. And when I'm actually reading it, I'll update you on that as well. But that is the roll. But I did complete a book. And so I'm on my second one of the week. Who is she? But that's what I'm gonna do. The Veronica Speedwell mystery book by Deanna Raybourn. So I'll do that one. But that's pretty much it. I finished editing my week 1 vlog. All I need to do is the thumbnail for it. And then I've just been reading pretty much the rest of the time, which is why I finished that. So yeah, now I'm probably gonna relax a little bit, try to get my hands on that book, and maybe read a bit later, but I need to eat something I haven't eaten yet, and it's freezing, if you couldn't tell. If you couldn't tell, it's freezing. I don't like the cold. I don't like it. I don't like fall. I don't like winter. My least favorite seasons. I love the warmth. I miss Thailand so much, but I just miss my husband. But yeah, anyways, I'm rambling at this point, but I am glad to have finished that. It was disappointing, and I'm probably not gonna rate it. I'm not gonna rate it on anything. Again, I'm not that age range. I'm not in the target audience. I don't fit, so it's not fair for me to give it a poor rating when it's not meant for me. But so I'm gonna leave that one unrated. But that's pretty much it for this update. I'm proud of myself for all that I've accomplished already today. So I'm just, I'm making moves. But that's pretty much it for this update. I'll update once I've actually picked up the book, can show you, talk about it. But that is all for this update, and I'll see you when I've hopefully started another book. Hello. Don't remember the last time I updated you, but I'm here for an update. It is Friday, October 18th, and I did start A Dangerous Collaboration by Deanna Raybourn, the 4th book in the Veronica Speedwell mystery series. I did kind of forget a little bit of what happened at the end of the 3rd book, so the start of this one was very jarring, because I was like, did I miss something? But I pushed through and it's fine. But I'm clearly already like 143 pages in chapter 10, so I'm clearly enjoying it. I've spent time reading it. I've made time to read it. So I clearly am in it. I do enjoy these books. Would I say they're a favorite series? I don't know. I think, like I've said numerous times, no. But maybe. I don't know. I enjoy it. I want to see where it's going. It's literally just continuing from the last book. There's like spans of time within the book that you're following Veronica. There is like time that passes within the book. I'm not gonna explain it exactly because it's spoilers, but right now there's the mystery going on. I don't know. I don't really want to go into it, but there's a mystery that Veronica and them are in the midst of trying to figure out what happened to this bride. But I'm enjoying it. I'm clearly making my way downtown pretty fast this time. And I love that it's a very, very slow burn, I love that. But I knew I had shown this cookie in like the first week of the Spookoplathon, and I still haven't eaten it. I don't know why I've been like looking at it and then not eating it. So I figured I would taste it on here because I haven't. It smells good. I haven't tasted it yet, so I'll just eat an arm. I want to undo the whole thing. There's a little arm. This feels wrong. Not bad. It's good. It's what you would expect from a cookie that like this, but it reminds me There was a, I don't know if this still exists, this restaurant called Eaton Park. They used to have like these smiley cookies that were kind of like the same kind of cookie. That's what it reminds me of. It was good. It was good. But I figured I showed you the cookie, I hadn't eaten the cookie, so I would show you eating the cookie. But, and tell you that I have been reading some of this. I did work yesterday. Thursday, I had off Wednesday. And I work today and tomorrow, so I will have time on my break today to read this. And a bit of time before I go to work. Today, like I said, I do work today. I just am waiting so I can read a bit of this before work during my break. I don't have a break, like a long break tomorrow, so I probably won't read it tomorrow during my break if I don't already finish it today. But I do work early tomorrow, so it depends on how I'm feeling when I get home, if I want to continue reading, but I'm enjoying it. I'm interested to see where it's going. Some things I feel like I can already tell where it's going, but I'm enjoying the ride. I enjoy the ride of these books. I enjoy the process of reading them. I really enjoy the atmosphere, the characters. It's awesome. Again, is it a favorite? I don't know. I don't know if this series is necessarily a favorite, but I am excited to see how it ends in this one. Very sad that we weren't able to fit in another magical readathon prompt for this one, but if I get through this fairly quickly, then hopefully I can fit the next one. As long as I can get the inheritance games in and complete that before the end of the month, I'm gonna say my magical readathon is complete. It's completed, and you can fight me all you want, but it don't matter. This is my reasoning. I literally read over 300 pages of Priory, which is practically a novel. Like, this is like over 300 pages. I've read practically a novel within Priory, so, but hopefully I can get to Priory. But if not, and I complete the inheritance games, I'm gonna call it completed. But that's pretty much it for this update. Not much going on, just work, and actually doing some reading to read in before I have to go to work. And I will see you when I've hopefully finished the book. If not, then in my next update. Hello. So it is now Saturday, October 19th. It is 11:13 p.m. I know it's late. I did work today. I only worked till like 1:30 p.m. but I was doing stuff. So I did, in fact, complete A Dangerous Collaboration by Deanna Raybourn, the 4th in the Veronica Speedwell mystery series. And I think it's getting up there. It's getting up there with one of my, like, a series that I really enjoy. And I really love this one. I loved it. I think that the, like, pining, just the tension, even the mystery, even though I did call a lot of the things from a mile away, I still enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed, like, watching the events happen and seeing it come to a conclusion. I loved it. I loved how it ended. I really think that this installment really, like, solidified something for me. I love this, how the slow burn was, but there's still progression, and like where it's gone to now. And I love the dynamic between Stoker and Veronica, and the progression even within the other side characters with these main characters. I am thoroughly enjoying this, and I really want to go to the next one now, which is very hit or miss with me if I, like, want to immediately go into the next book, but I really do. But alas, I do technically need to finish the inheritance games before the end of Spookoplathon, but I figured I still wanted to pop in because I do want to pick my next book because I kind of have no chill right now. So I'm gonna do that. But it's been a relatively okay day. I had a good time with my husband a bit ago before I had to go to work. Sad, but and then I finished my book and like was doing some laundry and everything. So now I want to get my next book picked and everything. I don't work tomorrow, which is nice. I did also get my week 1 Spookoplathon uploaded. So that was good. Because I like when my husband helps me choose the thumbnail picture. Because I appreciate his input and everything. And I just, it's just a fun time. Like having him help me in a way. But I did all that. That's all done. And tomorrow I need to start editing week 2. And hope I can get a good ways through that before this one ends, so then I can just like get that out and then move on to doing this. I'll be caught up instead of feeling like I'm so behind. But let's get into the roll and see if we can fit the inheritance games in. Okay, so like we see, I had Ghost Tour last time. Let's see what we get this time. 3, 7. I feel like I'm getting gotten 7 so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spooky. Okay. And sorry the lighting is so terrible, but it is like nighttime and I don't have the bigger light on. Oh well. As we saw, I got spooky. Okay, so it says anything that you would consider spooky. This can be a horror, a vampire book, or even something with an eerie cover. This prompt is solely open to your own interpretation. Well, Becca, if you're gonna say open to my own interpretation, honey, I'm gonna try to fit the inheritance games into this prompt. Let's see. Okay, so let's see how I can fit this. So the inheritance games, secret passages, elaborate riddles, billions at stake. Well, it says danger around every turn. I feel like that's a little spooky. It seems thrilling. So I think I'm going to use this. She set up open to interpretation. I'm going to say this is not necessarily a spooky cover, but I feel like it's, I mean, I wouldn't say it's eerie, but something is eerie about it. It's an eerie synopsis. I don't know too much. I'm just vaguely going based off of like what people have said, the vibes that I've gotten from what they've talked about, and the fact that it says danger around every turn. So I would say that's pretty eerie, pretty thrilling. So I'm gonna fit it. And you can fight me all you want, but that is what it's gonna be. I know I'm really stretching it like I like to do, but this is where we are. I really want to fit this in before the end of the month. So can you blame a girl for wanting to, you know, finish the readathon that she failed and now I was trying to do late? But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for this prompt. So again, you can fight me all you want, but here we are. So we're gonna be fitting the inheritance games, and like I said, I think I'm just gonna call Priory done for the magical readathon. I practically read a full novel in that one. This book is like 300 something pages. I got 300 something pages into Priory, so for all intents and purposes, my magical readathon will be done when completing this. Again, you can fight me. That's fine. But it's not going to change anything. So I'm going to maybe start this or maybe wait till tomorrow. But I've now completed 2 books this week and am starting a 3rd and almost done with my magical readathon TBR. Who am I? No. But I'm going to relax and maybe pop in tomorrow, depending. But I'm going to be doing editing tomorrow and trying to relax a bit. But I will see you when I see you. Hello. So it's been a little bit, and today is now Thursday, October 24th. I'm not feeling too good, so I did work today. So excuse if I sound funny or if I'm very low energy, but I'm not feeling good. I did work like 4 hours at work, so I'm a bit exhausted. I know, only 4 hours, but I think someone got me sick. I'm not about it. I have been reading the Inheritance games. Sorry I did not update the last bit. It's been a time. I did work like the past 4 days, so I've been busy. Oh, so editing Chella here to come in like I've done before in I think the Magical Readathon, where in that one I didn't have enough for the 3rd week, so I combined it with the 4th week. This time it is November 21st now, and I'm still editing week 3 of the Spookoplathon, so I've made the executive decision to combine it with week 4, because it just really would be pointless for me to do week 3 and then week 4 afterwards. So I'm just going to put them together so that they can be out, because it's so long after now, and I do apologize. Life has been lifing. There's a lot going on, things that I do need to update, but that'll come in later. There's other videos I want to do, vlogs that I've been thinking about, but they're gonna have to take it. It's gonna take time because a lot's going on right now, but I will come in. So I know I've been very MIA, but just know I'm still here. But this is me interjecting just to let you know that where have this is to then move into week 4, so just so you understand what's going on. But I'm gonna go back to editing. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope this disclaimer makes sense, because I'm literally just combining them because it's been such a long time since it happened that I'm just gonna put the one video out, put it as one video, so it all is done. So I hope you understand. Sorry it's so late, but I hope you enjoy it regardless. It is another week of doing the Spookoplathon. I am in the middle of reading the Inheritance games for our roll from last week. It's Thursday. This vlog is gonna go until Wednesday of next week, since that's like the end of Thursday of next week, so it works out. Thursday of next week. Anyways, because that's the end of the month. I did start the Inheritance games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I did read some the past week, so I'm not very far clearly, but I'm like 85 pages in, and I have read from Jennifer Lynn Barnes before. I do really enjoy the Natural series. I read the first 2 so far, and so I do enjoy her writing. I am enjoying this. I'm very intrigued to see where it's going, like what's happening. I'm enjoying it for what it is. I'm having a good time. I'm not too far, so and things can change. I mean, it's not like the most groundbreaking thing, but I think it's pretty I'm interested. I'm like wanting to read it. I'm wanting to sit down and read it. The only thing is, like, once I get home from work, I'm like so exhausted. I'm like, I wanted to read, but then I just don't, because I'm tired. But like I said, I did work today. I worked the past 4 days, but I did work today, even though like I wasn't feeling good. Obviously, my throat hurts, my nose is a little bit congested, now my head hurts. My husband's like, then don't go in, and I'm like, yeah, but it's only 4 hours. And I didn't call because they needed me to cover for someone, so they're lucky. But you know, I'm here now. I only had to work till 1. I had grand plans of editing week 2 of the Spookoplathon, but that's gone out the window. I just cannot. My head hurts. I'm not feeling good. I do not want to sit in front of the computer editing, so that's not gonna happen today. I do have off tomorrow, and depending how I'm feeling, I do work Saturday, but again, depending on how I'm feeling, I'm gonna try to maybe take a nap, maybe read a bit if I'm like my head is allowing me to, but the plan is to lay down and maybe sleep. But editing is just off the table. I really had such grand plans because I was like, oh, I'll start editing it Thursday since I only work till 1, and then I can edit again, continue editing Friday when I'm off. And look at me now. Look at me now. But I am enjoying the inheritance games, which is good. I'm glad. I do eventually want to own the Naturals series, but I just don't. I got them, I borrowed them from the library. But I'm enjoying the Spookoplathon. I like the feeling of doing the rolls, and like I've completed more books this month than I did last month. I completed 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm on my 5th book of the month. Who am I? So I think I really want to like continue doing, so I'm gonna maybe continue. I might not do the Spookopoly board, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. I just don't feel good, but I'm going to go lay down and relax and maybe read later if I'm feeling up to it. But I will update you once I've gone further into the book, or once I'm feeling better and have something to say that's more riveting than my sickly rambles. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next update. Hello. Sorry for the lighting. I'm sitting on my bed. It is what it is. This is where we are. I look still a mess. I know. I'm still not feeling good. It's going downhill. Like, with every passing minute, I feel worse and worse. But that's not what we're here for. I'm here to update that I did complete and finish the inheritance games. I think yesterday when I updated really quick, I was only like 84, 85 pages in. And then after I took a nap, I just read for so long, and then I just only had like a few pages left today, and this just flew by so quick. It's so easy to read. I think the way Jennifer Lynn Barnes writes is very like addictive. Like, it's very easy to read, like not in like a mean way, like her writing isn't good, but in a way that like it's just accessible, and like the chapters are really short, which I appreciate. It really made me want to continue moving forward. Sorry. I really enjoyed it. I mean, obviously there were things that I could see coming from a mile away. The mystery is interesting, but at the same time I'm also just interested in like seeing where the characters are going. There are similarities to this and the Naturals, like certain elements, like the main character Avery is very smart, very analytical, able to solve puzzles pretty easily. In that respect, it's very similar to the Naturals, because that's like the main thing with the Naturals, is that they're but with that it's profiling. Well, hers is in the Naturals is profiling, while Avery's is like numbers and like puzzles and everything like that. But I still enjoyed it. I don't know if I even said what this was about. It's about Avery, whose mom passed away, and she's staying with her half-sister, and she was living with her half-sister, and then she ends up living in her car, and she's just really down on her luck, just trying to make it through high school so she can go to college and she can make it for herself in the world, because she doesn't have money. She works, but she's very unassuming. She feels like she's just the wall, like at school she just feels like she's wallpaper. But then out of nowhere she is said that she has to go and hear the will of this man that she doesn't think she's ever met. And so like and then he leaves all of his money to her, and it's just trying to figure out like why, because there's 4 Hawthorne boys who you would think that they would go to, but she's left all of the wealth, the money, the house and everything, and so they're trying to figure out this one last puzzle that Tobias Hawthorne left. And it goes from there. I really enjoyed it. I liked seeing it, and I also think that Jennifer Lynn Barnes likes a love triangle, because that was the same thing in the Naturals. I think they just really like a love triangle, and you know what, that's fine. I didn't hate it by any means. I'm just like, okay, I guess. Like, I don't hate either of the characters, and I don't hate what it's doing. I really enjoy it. I like Jennifer Lynn Barnes's writing, so I did not care. I flew through it. I really enjoyed my time reading it. It's like a in the moment kind of book. It is what I needed in the moment. I liked it for what it was. I'm not thinking too deep on it. I'm not like some books, like I can't get past certain things, but this one I really enjoyed. Like Belladonna, I had a lot of issues with it, and I'm not saying that this is perfect by any means or that it's like necessarily way better, but I feel like this, I think, worked better for me, and the writing was better for me and everything. So I really enjoyed that. I'm excited to move on to the second one, see how that goes. Because there's still the mystery still going on, and some things were revealed at the end that I want to see where it goes. But I did complete that, which means for all intents and purposes I am done with the magical readathon books that I had set out during the magical readathon. I know I didn't finish Priory, but again, I'm reiterating, I read over 307 pages of that book. I'm considering it finished. I'm considering my magical readathon now completed. I'm going to continue reading Priory here and there, maybe a chapter or so every day, or whenever I have the chance to sit down and read it, but I'm just not in the mood this second to continue, but we can do another roll. So that is what we're gonna do, honestly. Okay, so it's on spooky. So let's see. Sorry if it's a little shaky. I'm on my bed. Let's see what we get. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, chance. So chance. I don't have chance cards, so we're gonna do something else. So I have like my adventure in Aldia one that I need to get to, so I could choose from that. I guess I'll show you. You're not gonna be able to read it because my chicken scratch, but these would be the books. So I'll do a number generator, and whatever number it is, obviously minus this one, then that's what I'll read. And obviously the Hero of Ages is the third, while Well of Ascension is the second. So I would just switch those out. I'll use a wheel because sometimes the number generator is annoying. So we'll do that. Okay, so here is the out of 9. Let's see what we get. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sword heart. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so we got 4, which was on my list of adventure in Aldia, is Sword Heart, which I think is by T. Kingfisher. And it's gonna be another book that I'm gonna have to borrow for my sister because she's the one who has it, but we'll do that. I'm excited. I am pretty interested in it. I know that it's like, is it a romantasy? I think. Like a woman is trying to die by the sword, but the sword is like actually like a being or something, and now that she possesses it, he's like trying to save her. I don't know. But I'm interested in seeing how it goes. I'm pretty I've been eyeing that one, so I'm excited to get to that. And it's a adventure in Aldia one that I'm gonna be able to do and get done because I'm obviously slacking. You've seen the list. I've only finished 1 book for that, so I need to get to step in on that. So that is what I'm going to do. And yeah, there's pretty much not much else to say, but I did forget to show you, my sister did this amazing drawing, isn't it so adorable? I hope you can see that. Isn't it cute? Isn't it precious? I love it. I had to have it. It wasn't for me, but I was like, I'm taking it, and she had no choice. So now I have it, and it's cute, it's beautiful. She's amazing. She's an amazing artist. So that is that. Other than that, I'm gonna try maybe to relax a little bit, get that book, give her back the books that I've borrowed so far, and I don't know, trying to feel better. I'm not feeling too good. I'm not feeling too hot. I'm doing pretty terrible. But fingers crossed I'll be able to relax a little bit and maybe take a nap. But who knows? But I will update you whenever I've started or once I've gotten somewhere into Sword Heart. Again, I don't have it with me right this second because it's my sister's book and I haven't asked if I can borrow it yet, so hopefully she lets me do that. But I'll update you when that's happening. This vlog will obviously on Thursday. I did start editing week 2. I know I'm so behind. I did it for like 45 minutes. That's all I could do. That's all I had in me. So I did get some of that done. But yeah, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna get going and I will update you when I've gotten somewhere in that book. Well, so I'm updating. Do I have much to update? Not really, but here we are. It is Saturday, October 26th. It is like 5:53 p.m. I took today off. I was supposed to work today, took a Lowe's, but still not feeling well. I'm feeling like maybe a little better, but still not 100%. I did not want to like chance it. I didn't want to be around anyone. Didn't want to get anyone sick, so I stayed home and spent time with my husband before I had to go to sleep. We were watching one of the streamers / YouTubers that we like to watch, Insim from the Netherlands. He was playing A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead or something. The game that's like based on like the things in the movie, and I've never seen the movie nor do I ever want to, but we were finally finishing watching him play that, and that game is terrible. Oh my god. Like I said, I've never seen the movie. I knew of it. I never plan on watching it, especially after this movie. After this game. Not for me in the slightest. But I didn't like it. I didn't like how the main character in the game, the mechanics of the game is like she has asthma. It does add an element of into the game where it makes it harder because you have to keep control of that, and that can like come into play like where it can hinder you. The mechanics of the game were not good. You just in general did not like the game. But we did finish it. I did have a good time watching it with my husband, but he obviously he's asleep now. And so then I was editing week 2's vlog, finished that, and then I was on a call for a bit and then got a shower, and then now finished doing what I need to do with week 2, and now it's exporting. I'm just waiting to do the thumbnail, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. So right now I just wanted to quickly pop in and say hello, because sometimes I don't have the chance to like relatively quickly. I'm gonna have some popcorn because of light and stuff, and like watch some book too. But I did start yesterday Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. I got to page 31, and I understand that it's like a self-published novel. It is what it is, but I feel like the writing is very stilted. Like something about the banter doesn't feel natural to me. It just feels really, to me, a little cringy, and that's fine. I'm not saying like it's bad by any means right now. I'm only so far in, so I need to get a little time, but it like really feels cringy. It doesn't feel like the banter like Stoker and Veronica. It doesn't feel like the banter with the characters in Emily Wow's, or the banter in the Jasad Air, like some of my favorite ones, like the banter between the main characters. The banter in this feels really weird and stilted, and I'm not really sure I'm vibing with it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm like not that far, but I figured I would just say hello and that I'm still struggling. But did get week 2 edited, and hopefully have that up by tomorrow at some point. I do have off tomorrow, so that's good. So not much to update book wise or really anything. I just wanted to do a quick hello, and yeah, so I'm gonna get eating my popcorn and watching some booktube, and I'll try to read a bit here in a little bit, maybe after my husband goes to work, but not the day is the day, you know. Looking forward to continuing the book and seeing how it goes, and see if I can finish another book before the end of the readathon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'll see you when I hopefully get farther into the book. Hello? It's been a few days, I assume. I forget the last day I updated, but today is Tuesday, October 29th. It is my day off. I worked yesterday, Monday, had off Sunday. I was feeling better going into Monday, but then once I started work Monday, promptly started to feel bad again. So and you know, it's all part of the process, I guess. It wasn't a bad day yesterday. I did have my review for work and it went really well, so that's good. We'll be getting more hours, so that's amazing, which means more money and everything, so I can get my husband here, and there's other things that we're doing that the money would be good for, so exciting. But I did manage to get to page 316, 317 in Sword Heart, so like chapter, I'm in the middle of a chapter, I know, sacrilege, I know, chapter 40. So I am reading this still, and I mean, I'm enjoying it for what it is. So what I had to do was, like, once I was able to like get going with the writing style, how the narration is, and like their way of talking to each other, just the writing in general, once I got used to that, I got into it, and I've been enjoying it. Been enjoying the characters for the most part, and wanting to see where it's going. I mean, I can see where it's going, but just taking it at face value, I'm enjoying it. Critically, I'm not much of a critical reader, so take this with a grain of salt, but I mean, I feel like the writing is a bit stilted in some, like, with the dialogue. It just feels a little weird, like the way it's written, and like the way they talk to each other and everything. It just feels really odd, but I am enjoying it. I've obviously gotten pretty far. It is Tuesday. I am ending this Thursday, and then probably taking a little bit of a break from filming. I've been not feeling good, and I worked yesterday. I started to feel worse again during work, so I just kind of relaxed and everything, and my sister was nice enough to give me more NyQuil, which I took last night after spending time with my husband, and then this morning we were just playing Overcooked 2 together, one of the DLCs. We were stuck on a level for so long, we rage quit, and then we picked it back up today, and after 4 hours we finally beat the level. We're not gonna talk about it, but so now he's asleep, and here I am. I had a little bit of soup / porridge, and was watching some Bob's Burgers for a bit, and I might continue watching Bob's Burgers for a little bit, finish this episode, and maybe go back to reading. I was debating whether to come in and update now or wait till I finish the book and then do another roll, but it is Tuesday, and Thursday is the last day for this vlog, and it's like, well, if I start another book, I guess it's fine, since I do plan on continuing with one of Becca's other Spookopoly boards and everything. So I don't know, but if I finish it, I will do another roll just to like have one, because I need a book to read when in my downtime. But right now I think I'm just gonna relax. I do have off Thursday. I'm just not feeling good again. No, but I am interested in finishing this. I have been
enjoy my time. I've gotten pretty, like, when I've sat down, I've gotten pretty far, and it's just the writing. It feels very oddly written to me, and like just the, like I keep saying, the dialogue just seems weird. It just seems very convenient, very like, do people really talk like this kind of thing. But you know, I do find it charming at times. I don't like that there's this like miscommunication kind of thing going on. Not necessarily miscommunication, but Sarkis is like withholding stuff from Hala, and I'm like, dude, just do it. Like, just tell her. It felt very insta-lovey. It didn't, I don't really think that there really was that much of a build-up. So, and you know me, I love me a very slow burn. Like, the novel of the others, slowest of slow burns. The Jasad era was a slow burn. It wasn't until the last, like, 100 pages, maybe, that anything really happened. And then I just love a slow burn. I just do, you know. So this is good. I mean, this is enjoyable for what it is, and I can see why people enjoy it. But I'm excited to finish it and move on to a new book. Not that I know what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna relax for a bit, then decide whether I want to start reading or not. But I wanted to make sure to pop in and say, hey, hello, and everything. Sorry if you can hear the TV. I don't feel like turning it down or anything. It is what it is. But I am going to go relax and try to like just feel a little better. But I will see you in my next update when hopefully I've finished the book. Hello. So it is still actually Tuesday. It is still October 29th. It is now 5:48. It has been a few hours since I've updated. I did complete Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher, and I literally just finished it like a few minutes ago, so my thoughts are still fresh. But before, I don't even think I've said like what it's about, unless I did. But if not, it's about Hala, who is the housekeeper for her great uncle's estate, who was the uncle of her late husband, and he leaves all of it to her. I don't want to say anything that's not on the back of the book, but she's left this, so like she's the relatives of her great uncle are not the best. She's in this situation and she doesn't know what to do to get out of it, so she decides she's gonna kill herself. So I guess trigger warning for like that concept, but the sword in which she goes to use is actually enchanted with a man named Sarkis, and then like shenanigans happen and things happen where she needs Sarkis's help and the help of some other characters that come into the story, and it's just them and like his help defending her from her in-laws and bandits and all these other things that come into play in the story. And it was a good time. Like I said already, there was a point in which I needed to get used to the writing. It is very like stilted, it's very awkward, and it's very weird. It doesn't feel very to me personally, in my own opinion, doesn't feel very like how people would talk to each other, or like how normal conversations might be done. But I did enjoy my time. I did enjoy it for what it was. I wouldn't say it's like a favorite. I think it's just like a middle of the road kind of thing. I did enjoy my time, and I did finish it. Like, clearly I didn't have that hard of a time. It didn't take me that long, but I did complete it. I did enjoy it, again, for what it was, and I can see why people really enjoy it. It wasn't necessarily something that I'm over the moon about, but it was fine. It was good. It was a decent time, and it's done now. I can say that I've read it. I can say that I have completed it. And I am, even though it is Tuesday and I'm ending this Thursday, I'm gonna do another roll. Oh, why not? I probably won't finish the book, but you know, might as well do it anyways. So let's do that. So last time we were on chance. So let's 4 and 3. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A small book under 300 pages. Okay, so a book under 300 pages. I don't know if, well, actually I do. What I can do, let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a reread of a manga that I've read long ago. I know this manga series is, you hear about it more recently, but I've had this for a long time. My sister got it long ago and then she just gave them to me. I have not completed. I'm literally, I think, missing just one volume, but it's Dream and Sun by Ichigo Takano, and I have read this. This is a reread. It's under 300 pages. Just, you know, I feel like rereading it. I'm excited. I know there's a lot of issues with this kind of, like, what's in this manga, like, questionable things, but I know it's this girl's mom dies and her dad gets remarried, and her stepmom has a new kid and she feels really left out, so she runs away pretty much, and then meets this man who says he's offering her a place to stay on a condition where she has to tell him why she ran away from home, and then also that she needs to find the missing key to the house, and then the third is that she needs to have a dream and to fall in love. Very creepy, very weird, but I mean, it is what it is. Still enjoy it for what it is. There are issues clearly with that, but I'm gonna reread this. It's gonna be quick, it's gonna be simple, and I probably will be coming back in for another roll here, so I'll probably just read this. My ear is ringing. Oh my god, it's getting so annoying. But I'm gonna read this and come back. It's not gonna take me long to complete a manga. It doesn't ever take me that long, but that's what I'm gonna do, and I will see you when I've completed that. Well, so it is now 6:53, and like I said, I'm here having completed this already. It did not take long. Manga are very quick for me to get through, and I've already read this before, so unsurprisingly, that didn't take long. But I forgot, and I literally looked at this. It's written by the same person that wrote Orange, which is a very popular manga that I know a lot of people have talked about. It's not one that I'm interested in reading, but I know that it's very popular. But I have read this before. It's the first volume. Even the first time I read it, I could see the glaring problems, but this time around I think it's even worse. Like, I enjoy it for what it is, but there is issues. Like, first off, very insta-lovey, and you know how I feel about insta-love. Not for me. Very insta-lovey. Like, this is like the poster child of insta-love. But also, clearly there's an issue with, like, the person who offers the home is 21 and she's still in high school, so there's a big red flag there. And it's with 2 other boys who are in high school with her, but still, it just conveniences upon conveniences upon conveniences, something that's not very realistic to anything that would ever really happen in real life, which is fine. It's a slice of life manga that's, you know, not based in reality, clearly, but also the issues of, like, the age gaps that are within it, and there's a possible issue. You get what I'm saying? There is issues, so I would be weary going in, but this is not something new that happens in manga or anime in general. So, but I did enjoy it for what it is. It's not my favorite. Back when my sister gave this to me, she also gave me a different manga series, Waiting for Spring, and I found myself enjoying Waiting for Spring more than this one. But I do have them, and I do plan on finishing it. I just haven't bought the last 1 or 2 that I needed, and I think I need 1 or 2 of Waiting Spring to complete my set and finish out the manga as well. But I want to reread them too, so. But yeah, so that it's a reread, so I mean, I've read it, it's fine, it's whatever. Not my favorite manga in the universe, but I still take it for what it is. But now we're gonna do another roll. And my ear, if you weren't, if you're curious, is still ringing. I don't, you know, fun things. I don't know. Just worse these past few days because of everything going on in here. So, but let's do another roll. Okay, so we got under 300 before. Let's see what we get this time. 7 again. I keep getting 7s. Becca Rec. Oh. But I don't think I own any Becca Recs. Okay, so I don't know if I own any Becca Recs. I know for sure I do not have. I do not know. Let's take a look and see. Okay, she has a playlist of her recommendations. Let's see something more recent. Should we go with one that I would never think to read? So, my sister does own Love on the Brain, which was a Becca recommendation. It is a contemporary and it is a romance, and I know that is not something that I usually go for, but I feel like it's out of my wheelhouse. I might as well give it a try. My sister is going to let me borrow it. Like, she's let me borrow a lot of these books. I think majority of the books I've borrowed from her. But I think that's what we're gonna do. It's out of my comfort zone. It's out of my wheelhouse. I'm gonna try it. I've been thinking about trying it. I will never read Love Hypothesis, but I did read Bride by her because my sister made me read it. So I'm interested to see how it's gonna go. So I'm gonna try Love on the Brain, and maybe I'll finish it before the end of this month. But if not, it is what it is. At least I'm gonna give it a go. So that's what we're gonna do. Wish me luck. It's not something that I usually go for. Contemporary romance is not really my genre of choice, but we'll give it a go. To be a little daring. It's the end of the month. It's almost gonna be Halloween. Might as well do something that scares us. I'll pop in when I've started that and hopefully have good things to say and not be wanting to pull my hair out. Not that I think that's what's gonna happen. I'm just nervous going into contemporary books because I feel like I'm more hard on them than fantasy, because some of these romances really be fantasies. I'm sorry. But you know, no shame, no shade to anyone who really enjoys them. I totally understand, but not for me. Anywho, let's hope all goes well, and I'll pop in when I've gone somewhere in it. Hello. So I know it's been a few days or something. No, I think I updated a little before the end of the vlog, but I am feeling better. It is now Friday, the 1st of November, so October is over and Spookoplathon is officially over. But what a month October ended up being. I mean, I'm kind of proud of myself because I completed so many books this month, and we'll talk about it. But the last one you would have seen is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, and I did complete this yesterday. I did end up skimming a little bit, and hear me out. So I didn't end up updating at all for this book when I wasn't in the mood to be on camera, because what a time. I have a lot
going on. But I did complete this, like I said, last night. So, because I was off yesterday. And I have to say, well, first, let me go in. This is about B, who is a Star Wars loving, STEM badass female, right? And when she was in grad school, she knew this guy named Levi who seemed like he did not like her at all. And then now, fast forward a bit, she and him are co-leading this thing with NASA. And she's very big on Marie Curie and everything, like what would Marie Curie do? So they're having to navigate working together, and her feeling like they hate each other and things that go with that. And you get what I'm saying. So I was kind of enjoying this book a little bit as I was going, and then I got to the middle point. I'm like, okay, and then there became a point where I felt like it was an accurate place that it could have just been done. Maybe they could have wrapped up maybe the conflict, I guess, that was starting to happen with like this thing going on. I'm not gonna spoil the book. Other than that, I felt like there was nothing, like I didn't understand. I just wanted it to be done. There was a point in which it was like, what is the point? Where are we going? Can you just wrap it up now? I felt like it was too long. And then the last bit actually made me dislike the book because of it. Like, with what happened, seemed very unrealistic, very like, and then it felt also wrapped up in a very perfect way, and like the ending was very anticlimactic, like with the resolution of the third act conflict and like all this other stuff. I'm just like, I felt too long. I felt like it went so long that I ended up actually disliking it when I was enjoying it for a good majority of this book. But it really just was a matter of, for me personally, it just dragging it out a little too long, where it was just unbearable. But that's where I am with this book. I did enjoy it until I didn't. And that's just how it's gonna have to be. The characters felt very like two-dimensional. I thought the things were glaringly obvious, even to us, the reader, and she just like, you want me to believe that she is this very smart STEM academic person and knows all these different things, but yet she can't rub two brain cells together to understand this very simple thing that obviously is going on. Like, it was just so apparent. It was just so predictable, and like, even with that, I was enjoying it. But I feel like, again, that end, like how it just dragged on and how it ended, really made me resent the book. I like, and not be able to take it for what it was, because I felt like I was just, I don't know, it just pissed me off at some point. But it just felt, there was a lot of conveniences, and like I said, some things were repetitive. She repeated the same things over and over and over again in her inner monologue, or inner like thoughts and everything, and I was just like, oh my god, girl, I get it. You think he hates you, and I get it. It was just it was starting to really grate once it got to like the last 100 or so pages, and I was literally like, maybe it was even more than 100. I think I got to 200 something. I was like, okay, we can probably wrap this up here. Just complete this last thing, and then we're good. But it didn't. Me personally, it's not a matter of Ali Hazelwood is a bad writer. It's not a matter of if it's a bad book. For me personally, it just dragged to the point where it was just not. It just was not. It was just not for me. But I can see why people really enjoy this book, and I'm not dissing Ali Hazelwood. I did enjoy Bride, so I did complete that one. So I did complete this for Spookoplathon. I know. So that means that I completed all of these books. I don't know if you can see all of them. I will go through them because I also completed stuff for the magical readathon. I did complete Sleeping Giants, which was also part of my magical readathon TBR. I completed Belladonna, also part of magical readathon. Empty Smiles also. And Dangerous Collaboration was one that was not for magical readathon, but for Spookoplathon. This was my last book I needed to complete for the magical readathon. So I did complete my magical readathon minus Dangerous Collaboration, but then on top of that, I did read Sword Heart and the first volume of Dream and Sun and Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. So I did complete like 8 books in October, so like one of my best reading months, I think, so far. So I'm pretty proud of myself, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. But once I come back, I'll probably just be doing an old Spookoplathon board by Becca from Becca the Books, who also created the Spookoplathon. Links always down below. So I'll probably do that when I come back, but I'm gonna try to work on getting some stuff done. But November is just a very hectic month. My husband's coming, and other happy things may be happening within November as well on top of that. And for context, this is a Puerto Rican flag, so just so it's not an American flag, it's a Puerto Rican flag, just for clarification. I'm a very proud Puerto Rican Italian woman, and that is what that is. So I am very proud of myself for what I've accomplished in October. I just need a little bit of a break. I am going to be reading in the interim, but I just won't be vlogging it. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I hope you enjoy my videos. If you do enjoy my videos, please feel free to give a like and subscribe. I would love to have you here. It really makes my day, and I love seeing you here, and I'll see you in my next video.